What's going on, people? Ben here from Bateman Talks Tottenham, back with another video of my dad Paul.
Hi.
Where today we'll be talking about the latest news regarding Spurs. Finally, we have an update on the Micky van der Ven saga, where the deal supposedly, according to Fabrizio Romano, is at its final stages with just minor details left for the clubs to discuss. I mean, that's really sounding improvement and sounding sort of promising, isn't it?
Very exciting. Yeah, I think it'd be great. And we're obviously going to talk about working with Romero.
Oh yeah, that should be a great partnership. You'd like to think, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, very exciting.
Reminiscent of Alderweireld and Vertonghen that we had for such a long time. I mean, obviously, like we've said before, it would have been so much better to have them on the tour and for them to be integrated with the squad earlier. But I guess it's the case of it's better late than never, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. You want them to get to know each other quickly.
Yeah.
But if they'd had the full pre-season together, it would have been great. But
you wonder, could the deal have been sped up? Supposedly, the trust announcing certain protests, ideas, could that maybe have forced their hand a little bit, or maybe wanted to make them progress potentially? Who knows?
It's hard to know because it's been on the balling
for such a long time.
For ages, so.
It's felt like at some point that it's never going to happen, isn't it? But that's good that it's finally happening. Right, we'll move on talking about Harry Kane, where there's not really been much news out, other than that there have been some reports from Germany sort of criticising the idea of the signing of Harry Kane and making negative comments about him. I mean, slightly odd. Do you think almost that could be them getting a sort of hint the deal might fall through?
Well, I bet they're covering their backs whichever way it goes. But the main thing today is that there's no news.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll find out in the coming days, because we just need to get, like we've said loads of times, need to get the situation resolved as quickly as possible, don't we?
Yeah.
And also there's some news regarding Bryan Gill. Obviously we were excited to see him on the tour, but he didn't go because he had his groin injury, and Spurs have now confirmed that he will have a groin surgery.
Yeah, I think he might have already had it in Spain, but it was a shame for him because he was another that might have been hopefully taking the eye of Postecoglou. But that's just bad luck for him, really. He felt he was getting better, but then he decided suddenly that he ought to have the surgery.
Yeah, apparently he's been suffering with pain for it for quite a long time, so that's good that they've taken that decision for him to have the surgery. But you do wonder, is he ever going to get a look in at Spurs, really? With the amount of players we're signing, you just wonder, is he really ever going to get a proper go? I'm not so convinced.
Probably not. I'd like to see him get a try at least.
Yeah.
Because he showed some flashes of really, really good play last season towards the end when he had a few opportunities.
Yeah, a couple of games, didn't he? But like the case, he's not really got that physique for the Premier League. Yeah. But the problem is, if he bulked up, would it remove his good dribbling ability and able to get in between players? It's such a difficult one to comment on, really. But that's it for today's update, and as always, come on you Spurs!